welcome and accept the diversity of our cultures here in our island, anywhere from all over the Pacific region and also in a global perspective. So I just wanted to say thank you for coming, and also want to extremely thank the committee that has been working very feverishly to get these festivities happening, and it's gonna happen, and it's gonna be very successful, and it's gonna be a time of experience, time of memory for everybody. And I'm very grateful for Lieutenant Governor Josh Tenorio and his co-chairs for coming forward and making sure that under his leadership that everything is smooth and everything goes on very peacefully. So I guess Josh is next. Our Lieutenant Governor is next, and I just want you to know that even during our campaign, when we won, Josh said to me, I want to take care and take whole and control of the Liberation festivities for our 75th year. I think that's a great benchmark and milestone for our people. Lieutenant Governor Josh Tenorio.
At this time, I would like to introduce our honorary co-chair, and he will introduce other partners in our community for our 75th Liberation festivities. Lieutenant Governor Josh Tenorio.
Thank you, Mayor Savaris, and Hafaday, everybody. Hafaday. Am I too tall?
Sorry, I'm short.
Well, before I go on, let me just, we're going to do some unveiling and some announcements here. But I just wanted to let you know that, of course, my co-chairs in all of this, we have Speaker Tina Rose Munya Barnes from the Guam Legislature. Of course, Mayor Melissa Savaris and Mayor Robert Hoffman. And one of our strongest partnerships, of course, is with the United States military. So representing Admiral Chatfield, her Chief of Staff, Captain Shali, he is here from Joint Region Marianas. And before I go on, and you know, maybe it's okay if you want to say a few words, Captain Shali? That might not be on his instructions, but just a few words from Captain Shali, and then we'll take it over.
Thank you, Governor. Thank you, Lieutenant Governor. Thank you for the opportunity to say a few words. We are just proud to be a part of the community, and we're proud to be partners in the celebration of the 75th Liberation of Guam. And we're excited about the participation, and we look forward to the partnership. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you for including us in your community, and we look forward to the festivities that we have planned. Thank you, sir.
So I think right now what we'll do is, why don't we go ahead of get in front of the podium, and what we want to do, Governor and Captain Shali, Speaker, when we join up here, what we want to do is we do want to unveil our logo. So of course, the Governor pointed out that this is our 75th anniversary. It's a diamond celebration. And although many of our wartime survivors have passed away, it's up to us as a community to carry on their legacy. And as the Governor pointed out, we've done tremendous work on Guam in civilian government to make Guam one of the fastest growing and most stable places in the Pacific. So this celebration is dedicated, of course, to all of the people of Guam, and of course, as we remember our liberators. So on the count of 3, I would like to go ahead and unveil our English and Chamorro versions of our logo. 1, 2, 3. Now, to explain to you folks about the logo, I'm going to pass it on to my very good friend and co-chair, Speaker Tina Rose Munya Barnes.
Si Diyos Masi and Manana Si Diyos teach every one of you here. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share a little of our logo and to communicate to you the elements of why this logo is very rich in symbolism. As you can see, we'll start with our sling stone. It was used by our ancestors in times of war and represents courage, resiliency, and perseverance. Our colors are the red, white, and blue. It brings together our shared history with the United States of America. Our stars represent our collective aspirations of global peace and harmony. And the white doves with the olive branch represents a perpetual peace, inclusion, with inclusion and diversity. And I want to note for the record that it has been registered locally, and we thank the committee members, but to everyone here that it had a lot of collaboration by all the stakeholders who have continued to come together and to meet weekly for our liberation festivities. So, thank you.
Thank you, Speaker. Now we are also unveiling our website. So we have a website that has been coordinated and sponsored by the Guam Visitors Bureau, and that website is liberation75.visitguam.com. And we also have a Facebook page. It's at 75th Guam Liberation. We're using these to really do a lot of outreach, not only to our local community, but as you know, they're the vast majority of Chamorros on Guam. I mean, Chamorros are living actually in the States. It's one of those things that has happened, a lot of them displaced because of war. And I've had an opportunity to reach out to communities in DC and in San Diego, inviting them to come back and to choose Guam and choose a liberation time as an opportunity for them to reconnect with the island. We're going to start, our lead event is going to be the Micronesian Island Fair, that of course the Guam Visitors Bureau brings to us on an annual basis. We've made a decision to move the Micronesian Island Fair to Hagatna. It will begin on May 28th, and it will be at the Plaza de España. May 29th at the Plaza de España. There we will be, of course, celebrating the Chamorro culture and the cultures of all of our Micronesian brothers and sisters. The following week, we will open the Guam Island Fair, which is casually known as the Liberation Carnival. And for the whole month of June, our theme will be celebrating our island's diversity. And in June, we will be having various things. We're going to be we're going to have Guam Gay Pride. We'll be having the weekend of June 8th. Lascia Casil is over there. We will be showcasing the Korean culture. Of course, we have a lot of Korean visitors and a lot of Korean residents. And we'll be doing that mid-month. We'll also be celebrating Philippine independence at the end of the month. And in July, we'll pivot, of course, to all of the war memorials. We have 14 memorials that we have planned. We have a survivors mass, a lot of dignity and honor that we want to remember our war survivors. And at this time, I want to kind of bring your attention. We're so proud that this year for Liberation, we have our very own Pia Mia will be joining the Liberation festivities. She is online right now, so I'm going to go ahead and direct you to the screen. We're very proud of Pia Mia. That's our hometown girl. We're so glad that she has taken some time away. As you know, she has a bustling career in Hollywood and in the country, and so Pia Mia will send it to you.
Hi guys, I love you so much. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to say I can't wait to come home and see everybody, and I'm so honored to be part of the 75th Liberation Day, and I miss home, and I can't wait to see you guys, and I love you so much, and just thank you for always supporting me and thinking of me and holding me down. I love you guys.
All right.
Thank you so much. Over the next few weeks, we'll be coming out and announcing a bunch of our presenting sponsors that are going to make this 75th celebration one that you will definitely not forget. I know that there's going to be some excellent programs and outreach, including things that Pia Mia has in store for you as the weeks and months progress. So at this point, we'll go ahead and ask the media if they have any questions.
I had a question. Do you have survivors who will be joining. I mean, World War II liberators.
At this, I'm going to ask Pilar Laguanya to come up. We do have a number of, a few of our liberators that still are alive. I happened to meet two of them a few months ago, so we'll have Pilar.
Thank you for the question. We are in touch with liberators, and we're trying to see if they're physically able to take a long journey here, but they have been extended an invitation, and we'll be learning about their plans in due course. So as of today, none yet, but we have been communicating with those liberators who have often returned to Guam to join our celebration and commemoration.
But let the message be out there. We're definitely interested in bringing them home, or bringing them out. Sabrina.
Yeah, I noticed, I'm looking through the schedule of activities, and it appears there's a couple of new memorials on here.
Yes. So I'll go ahead and have Stephanie Flores is co-chairing this committee with our TAG, Esther Agagi. Stephanie?
Yes, this year there are a couple of new memorials. They've always been in the plans to have these memorials. That there is a new memorial that was found in Halagwek, Tizen. That's the area where the airfield was built. So that's to commemorate all those people who were forced into labor to build that airfield.
Yes.
And then there's the memorial that we'll be putting down in Arahan to commemorate all of the different villagers who were put into different camps in Umafit and Pagestis and a couple of other locations in Arahan that are, it's not very well known, those memorials, unlike some of the more widely known memorials. And also the Father Duenas Memorial also has been commemorated every year, and Father Duenas, as we know, is buried in the Arahan St. Joseph Church. So that's also part of that collective celebration. And there will be a memorial for Father Duenas as well as the residents of Manila that is being constructed in Manila as well.
Great. Right back there.
Yeah, pardon my ignorance. Do we not have any local liberators?
Well, you know, of course, there were locals that were serving elsewhere, and I don't believe that there are any local liberators that remain alive. Yeah, remember this is 75 years, they were 18. Lots of great heroes though.
Lieutenant, the 4th of July fireworks, that would also be held on Carnival grounds, not separate?
Well, we're working on some details, but it's our hope that we'll be able to have a real good unified presentation for everybody. But expect some details in the next few weeks about that, maybe the next few months. Any other questions? Just to clarify, for Pia Mia, she will be coming in, she's going to be with us and sharing her talent on July 20th and including in July 21st in the parade. Oh, there she's gone. All right, any other questions? Yes?
On the expenses, all of this would be covered by the bids?
No, actually, there's a large amount of expenses that are being sponsored or offset by many partners in the business community. And so over the next few weeks, we'll be able to announce those. There'll be one that the governor will announce at the end of the month with one of our partners for a big event in June. I just wanted to point out some of the big signature events. Electric Island Festival is moving from the Guam Raceway Park down to the Guerrero Field in Paseo. As you know, that is an event that is spearheaded and coordinated by by somebody local that is moved, and they'll come out with their announcement soon, but we're very fortunate to have them. I mentioned them because as some of you who go to that event know, there's a community partnership and a bunch of public service projects that come with that. And so this year our project will be Project Hagatnya, and you'll be seeing a large number of volunteers that will be doing coastal cleanups, partner with some of the projects that the governor and I will identify to really do a facelift in Hagatnya to a lot of our sites. The other partnership I want to recognize is the military. They are mobilizing a bunch of the service members in their various commands, and they're going to be through the month of May going out and doing some work with a bunch of the memorial sites and World War II sites in partnership with us to prepare all of those sites for all of the things that will be happening this summer. We also have the Tourism Education Council that, and 4 schools that will be doing some beautification sites for some of these historic projects. The Department of Education is involved with CAHA doing some great art programs in the schools. They're preparing their summer schools also to join in the celebration. And so quite a large number of community things that will be happening. The other thing I'd want to mention, and I'll invite, a lot of people have events this summer. If they want to align and get some branding and coordinate, we more than invite you to come and be part of this. Let's have a very good partnership and a very memorable and dignified celebration for this year. If no other questions, thank you very much for all your partnership. We look forward, media partners, we look forward to establishing those partnerships with you so we can continue to get the information out. And I again invite all the people of Guam to adjust your travel dates, cancel or postpone your summer trips, and be on Guam this liberation. Thank you very much.